Alrighty, so on our last video, we left off right here on a little bit of a cliffhanger. So we need to circle up our numbers and the signs in front of them. And I can see that the minus and the negative, those are the same signs. And so we would need to add these. So we'd have 25 over 30 plus 22 over 30. 25 plus 22 is going to give us 47. And our denominator does not change. And we keep the sign of the higher number. 25 was higher than 22, so it was a negative. And again, they were both negative anyways, so it doesn't matter. It's just going to stay negative. And then lastly, we will never leave it as an improper fraction. And so I know 30 can go into 47 one time. The denominator does not change. And there are 17 left over if we take out a group of 30. So -1 and 17/30 is our answer. Last problem. Hopefully we noticed that we need to bloop this or add the opposite, KAO, however you want to say it. And so now we can go ahead and circle up the number and the sign in front of it. And I can see these are different signs. Now we do need to get common denominators. Actually, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So we need common denominators. And I know the common denominator between 3 and 8 is 24. That is the lowest common denominator. So we're going to make these both 24s. So to get a 3 to become a 24, we would need to multiply it by 8. And so we also have to multiply the top by 8. And 2 times 8 is 16. To make the 8 become a 24, it would have to be multiplied by 3. So we'd have to also multiply the 7 by 3, which is 21. And now we can go ahead and circle the number and the sign in front of it because we are ready to do our adding or subtracting. And we can see these have different signs. So we would actually need to subtract these. So 21 over 24 minus the 16 over 24 because they have different signs. Also, please note that yes, I am putting the one further from 0 first every time. So 21 I put it as the first fraction, even though the 16 was the first fraction. Again, always just put the bigger one first, the one further from 0 first, and then at the end decide if it should be positive or negative. 21 minus 16 is 5, and it's going to be still 24ths. And then keep the sign of the higher number. The 21 is the higher number, and it was a positive, so the answer is positive. Positive 5/24. And that's going to do it for that problem. We are going to skip this section, actually, and just go down to this critical thinking spot for the last portion here. So Ned solved the following problem. 3 over 4 plus 2 over 3, and stated that the answer is 5/7. Is Ned correct or incorrect? Explain. Go ahead and pause the video, take a minute, think about this, and determine if Ned is correct or not. All right, so hopefully you pause the video and determine that Ned is incorrect. What Ned did is he added the numerators, which is 3 plus 2 is 5, and then he also just added the denominators. 4 plus 3 is 7. We do not add denominators. We need to make them common, and then you keep them that way because we need to be using equal groupings. So we have a group of 4 and a group of 3. Those are not equal to each other, so we cannot just add the 3 and the 2. Instead, we should get a common denominator of 12 and then add these together. So if I make the 4 become a 12, that means I multiplied it by 3. So I'd have to multiply the top by 3 as well and get 9. To make the 3 become a 12, that would be multiplied by 4. So then we would have to multiply the top by 4, which is 8. And 9/12 plus 8/12 is 17/12, which is an improper fraction, so we need to make it 1 and 5/12. But again, the real portion of this problem isn't the solving for it. It was the understanding that we do not add together the bases. We do not add together unlike denominators. And we need like denominators before we can do any addition or subtraction. So that's going to do it for our notes today. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me and I will get back with you. I hope you guys have a great day.